Yesterday, I showed you the airlock that I'd made, which looked pretty industrial and had iron cladding all over it, or steel cladding, and it was made entirely out of prims. So then I thought, why not go and make something in Blender and bring a mesh object into the world? Now, to put this into perspective, I've had mesh models which I've loaded into Blender and then exported in a format that I could then import into OpenSim, and that works quite well. But I've never actually made anything in Blender before, so I'm quite pleased with my first effort. Of course, you've got to keep things simple. um, right, yes, match your own intellect. Now, this is a simple tube. So it's a glass tube with some nice rings, and the benefit of these is that you don't get jagged edges all over the place. Now I've got to do a little tinkering with this end block. Now that's just a prim. So the mesh part is the tube and the two rings. And I'm not sure whether the plates are mesh. I've got them from, just dug them out of my inventory. Someone else made them. And I put some control panels inside, so you can open the doors without touching them, but of course you can touch the doors. Now, one of the things that it's had to do, of course, is ensure that it closes completely before the next one opens. So you can see that happening there. And if I open the other one, now you should never see the world through this portal, except through the sides. What I mean is you can't see it through the other iris. So and there you go. It's working very nicely. Got the timing just right. And of course you can touch these little control panels. And that's it. It works very nice. So the irises I made myself. They're quite easy to make. And again, just digging out a texture in my inventory. And the panels actually came from somewhere else. Oh, no, what is? I thought that wasn't working for a moment. Yes, work, damn it, work. So, yes, everything's quite simple, straightforward. The tube is nice and smooth. It doesn't have any jagged edges to it, and neither do the rings, really. I mean, that if they had been made out of prims, they'd be much worse. So, it's all looking quite good. And the reason I clunked on the step there was because A, I didn't put in a ramp, and B, because the step is a little bit higher than it should be. So this whole thing should be down, 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 down. There you go. Now you don't get the problem. just walk straight in. And of course, that then shows that all this is much more. You get the whole shebang. So, you can lower that walkway down to the bottom third if you wanted to. It's quite nice, but the main thing is it's a nice big door. So you can drive vehicles in and out of that, and you can go from one dome or building or lava tube to another quite happily, and it all looks good, and you can look out, which is better than the other one. So there we have it. I hope you enjoyed Airlock 2.